You guys have a baseball team in heaven? That's fantastic. I can just imagine the names on that roster. Wow. Boy, would I like to see a game played in heaven. That's something else. Well, Mr. K, I said we have a team. We don't actually play regular baseball. The Almighty doesn't like for things to get too competitive up there, you know, tempers flare, and it's not a good place for that type of thing. You see what I'm saying? What he does allow us to do is play this natty little contraption. I don't know if you've heard of it or not. It's called the Wii. We play Wii baseball up there. It's quite fun, this little gizmo. It's not quite the same as going outside and playing baseball, but it's something. And you know, if you want to ask me, I think the bee's knees is the bowling game. That's my favorite. That's what old Biscuit Pants goes for. But we do play this from time to time. If you were trapped in a foxhole during an international conflict or war, who would you pick to be in there with you? Your mother! That's who, Mr. K! Your mother! How could you ask me a stupid question like that when you know I've been in a box for 70 years? Deep in the ground. Why the hell would I ever want to be? Whoa. Oh, Lou, take it easy now. Lou, it's just a question I ask sometimes. It doesn't mean anything. It's not worth getting upset over, okay? Please, just take it easy, okay? All right? Oh, I scared it right out of him, didn't I, folks? No, really. I'm calm. It's just... It was such a stupid question. No, I'm good. Go ahead, finish up. I gotta go. Let's go. I gotta finish up. We will return with more Legends of the Game after this message from the spirit of Willie Mays, the Say Hey Kid. Be back in a sec. Hey, you know, Mr. K, Willie Mays isn't dead yet. He is? Oh, don't worry about it. We'll edit that out later. We'll edit it out later. No problem. Lou, what would you say, now that you have the opportunity, now that you've come down from heaven, what would you say to your fans out there today? Well, Mr. K, I want to thank Legends of the Game for giving me the opportunity to thank my legions of fans who remember me over the years solely as a phenomenal athlete and great baseball player. And for those of you out there still pulling that big boner and remembering me for Lou Gehrig's disease, well, the less said about that, the better. I mean, it's not my fault, Mr. K. I mean, really. Look, in your future world with your gasless cars and super vitamin home run shots and billion-dollar halftime shows, well, it's well documented that a teammate of mine who shall remain nameless once missed an entire month out of a season. Me, not a day. Him, an entire month, because he had what they called at the time a bellyache. Back then, the press looked out for us boys. But as you know in the future from your little internet thingamadig, he actually had contracted a little something from a lady friend of his, and I use the term lady in complete sarcasm. Now, can you imagine if in your future world two young gents were strolling up to the clinic and one of them turned to the other and said, "What have you got?" And he said, I've got Babe Ruth's disease, dude. And the other would say, oof, that's gotta burn, man. But no, they didn't name a disease after Babe Ruth, did they? He never got the blame for gonorrhea. I mean, what he came down with. But there you have it. Lou Gehrig's disease. It wasn't my fault! Do you see much of Babe Ruth while you're in heaven? You know, actually, I haven't seen the Babe. When did he die? Interesting. Do you have a favorite song, Lou? Actually, it's John Jacob. You know John Jacob? Come on, Mr. K. You know John Jacob. Come on. Do it with me. Come on. Everybody. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. And Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, his name is my name too. Whenever we go out, the people start to shout. They say, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, da 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 da. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, his name. Every day, and if you ask me why, I'll say, 'cause Oscar Mayer has a way with B-O-L-O-G-N-A. Whenever we go out, the people start to shout. They say, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, da 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 da. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, his name is my name too. Do you still consider yourself the luckiest man in the world, Lou? Luckiest man in the world, eh? Well, there's one thing that's certain. I'm a hell of a lot luckier than you, Kay, that's for sure. I mean, at least when I was alive, I worked for a living, you know? Join us next week when the spirit of Billy Martin will answer the question, is it true that in heaven there ain't no beer? And if there is it less filling, or does it just taste great? This is Michael Kay saying, good night, America.